You guys need to understand and take this seriously. We are under attack by our own governmental system. I know people don't want to believe that, but it is documented information that they have weather causing and weather creating machines. This is not new. This is something that anybody can look up. But in 2020, I'm going to play this video for you. Anybody can look this stuff up. That's the crazy part. It is available for everybody to access. You can pull this information up for free. But because we are so dumbed down and focused on self, nobody is paying attention that they're killing us slowly. Okay, has anybody paid attention to the uptick in cancer and people dying from cancer? Has anybody paid attention to that? Probably not. Through radiation and frequency, I've been studying this stuff for years. And, you know, when you bring this up, people kind of laugh and think, oh, you've got your tinfoil hat on. But the evidence is there, folks. From your cell phones, the routers in our house, the towers that they keep sticking up, the multiple satellites that's been placed up in the air all around the world. And you have a weather making system called HARP. You also have cloud seeding, where they purposely make it rain, and they overdid it in Dubai and flooded Dubai out seriously. And then a week before Dubai flooded, they talked about cloud seeding in Dubai because it's mostly desert, and it went a little bit too far. That's all of this stuff is on record. What this guy is getting ready to show you is how they're cooking us while we're asleep. So if you can't understand why you don't feel good, okay, and this is the other pandemic situation, because in 2020, okay, the NIH admitted in an article, and I was blessed enough to pull it up and record it before they snatched it down, and they admitted that the fifth generation was the reason for the season. 3 days later, they took it down and they redacted the article. But this has been something that they've already known for a very long time. And while we're asleep in the matrix, living a lie, they are cooking us, literally cooking us. What this guy's going to show you is the microwave frequency activity that they are putting in the air through all of the weather making machines they have, satellites that's in the air, which a lot of you guys don't know. Those satellites up in the air are 6th and 7th generation. Okay, we ain't talking about the ones that you hold in your hand, which is 5. But the technology far surpasses what we even think or know. And this is what they're going to use as the next global climate false positive flag. And they're already planning for June, and that point after, what they want to call climate lockdowns. This is how they're doing it. And so when you start seeing people getting sick, what you think happened in 2020, especially over in Jackie Chan's land, they were doing this all over the world, folks. Okay, and then lying to you and telling you that it's some type of pestilence, as the Bible calls it. No, this is the work of the hands of man and an evil situation going on. I want you to watch this video, and I want you to listen and look at what's going on. And it's also the reason why we're having extreme weather as well. So they know what they're doing. Okay, they know what they're doing. This is diabolical, what I'm getting ready to play for you.
All right, so I just wanted to document the continuing microwave pulses that we are getting hit with every day. And I'm noticing they are ramping up. On the 16th, they started at 9:11 at night until 9:11 in the morning. You see the pulse going from the east to the west coast. All right, boom, you see that? Those are NEXRAD stations. Each of those towers are 750 kilowatts, pumping out between 2.7 to 2.9 gigahertz in the microwave range. This is roughly the same frequency as your microwave oven, and it has the same cause and effect relationship. This was 12 hours long that they held this pulse while we slept. And look at all the other anomalies that are happening here on the screen. Look at what's going on in Texas. All right, you see that big blast? Looks like a giant laser, doesn't it? Boom, see that? Then it gets obscured by the towers. Now they can add the Doppler towers with this.
Okay, folks, so what he said with the laser, that is a military piece of equipment that they've already admitted that they're using in the war and with Israel and Ukraine. It's called a direct energy weapon. Now, if you go look that up, they equip Air Force planes. The Air Force is the ones who came up with it, I believe, and they attach it to the planes. This was the reason what happened with the island in Hawaii, and a whole lot of other stuff. So when you see these beams flying through, as he just saw, okay, not only, again, they can come from satellites, they're blasting us down, or they have certain planes that go certain heights in the air, and they can shoot down these Mountain Dew weapons on the general public, and that's what flares up the atmosphere, especially in the spring where you have volatile weather, all these tornadoes that's been wiping out the Midwest and the southern areas. Whenever you see those beams that he's showing you, look at the weather pattern. The weather pattern explodes when they do that.
NEXRAD has like 159, Doppler has 160. Now you can consider the HARP stations. There's 33 of those, but they don't show up on this satellite. This covers the microwave range. This is a NEXRAD feed. All right. Now here's where it gets worse. On the 17th, the next day, here you go. Starts at 8:11 and goes until 9:11 in the morning. So they increased it another hour each day. So this is 13 hours we're getting hit with these frequencies. All right? You go to the 18th. They start at 7:11 at night, going till 9:11 in the morning, increasing it to...
One of the things that I found crazy about this video is the number 11 that they start these blasts on and they finish them on. The biblical number for 11 is chaos, disorder, and judgment. Also, the same 11 that they propaganded that thing in New York was on the 11th. So there is a group of people out here who secretly do things, and they love to play with the numbers. They're mocking God. That's why they do things on certain days, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And they like to use the number 11 a lot, or 13, because that's also their number, which is rebellion.
14 hours. If you feel like hell, this is a really good reason. Look at this, man. This is insane. All across the country. Look at these. Watch these towers and these stations. This is not weather. This is not rain. The light, look, oh, did you see that huge burst coming out of Nevada? Hang on, we're gonna stop it there. Hang on. Boom. Did you see that? Let's back it up here. Stop it and back it up. What the hell's going on in Nevada, folks? Do you see this? This is insane.
Now, if you notice all of these spots where they're blowing up radiation, These are real heavily populated areas as well. Okay. Hugely East Coast, Midwest, Southern areas, West Coast. These are heavily populated areas that they are blasting. So when we start seeing outbreaks, and when I first started reporting on this about 4 years ago, I was showing maps of the towers and then maps where they had outbreaks, and they matched exactly. They were to the T, spot on. So this is just a little reminder of what kind of government we serve and work under. Not just here in the States, but worldwide. This is going on, and people don't have